you. Yes. I like when I speak from experience. I use my experience to let people see and realize and become educated. I was born in the East, me and my sisters, and my father, who is an Ichekiri, because based on why I'm going to use my experience is to let you all know, all the listeners know, that whether Ichekiri, Urobo, how do we look at ourselves? When I was growing up, I know I'm Eastern region because I was born in the East. My father, who is an Ichekiri, my mother, who is an Urobo, my father was of the education, and my mother was a trader. So my father was stationed in the East. Please take note of what I'm saying now. Just mark that point. He was stationed in the East, as you know, because he's of the education. And he was transferred from one part of the, from either Onitsha to Enugu to Umuahia. So I was born in Enugu. The twins were born in Onitsha. My elder sister was born in Umuahia. It was only my youngest sister who passed away in 1999, who was born in Edo after my father had retired, before even Nigeria was ever, independent. So I was very little when my father retired and went back, and then went to Edo to settle. So all I know is that my mother spoke Igbo very fluently. She recognizes the different accent in the Igbo, because she was, wherever they transfer my father to, that's where she goes. And so we came in, all we know is we Igbos, Edo, Izon, Ishan, I never know any other, interact with any other than, it was during when this Nigeria also independence, before I started seeing whether all this Fulani, they look so strange, they will hold like and be walking in Benin. When I was enrolled in school, because I was so little when father went back, you have to use your hand, your right hand above your head to reach your ears to enroll in school. So I started with standard school. The driving at that time was left hand. We are Igbo, we are all Eastern region. That's how we introduce, that's how we Eastern region. And they said the sun rises in the east and the sun sets in the west, So this is what I understood as I was growing up. Worry, when I see worry now, my heart is broken. Because when I was little, you have the Ethiop River and the Pontu will be coming, and, you cross with Kanu, because I attended Okotiabo Grammar School. It's Okotiabo Grammar School now, but the school at that time is Zix Academy Sapele, and that school was started by Festus Okotiabo, and unfortunately now, I used to be so proud of that name, but after knowing the role he played, it's so disappointing. But by, Nnamdi Azikiwe, they started that school, though the name has changed now to Okotiabo Grammar School in Sapele. So just take note of all this. Nothing like one foreign name. Whether I know we are working with Oduduwa now, but I never came in contact with Yoruba at any point in time. Even when in school, we do what you call traditional cultural dance. It is always Igbo, Ishekiri, Urobo, Izon. You know, these are the Edo, Isha. These are the dance that we dance for annual dance cultural in school. You know, nothing like with all due respect here, nothing like Yoruba dance, nothing like Fulani or Hausa or all those places, because we never came in contact. My mother was going to Onitsha for business, okay? So everything was within the eastern region, So that should tell anybody that the eastern region is the bight of Biafra, and it's Biafra. So anyone that will be saying that Igbo is Biafra and all that is a bogus lie. It's part of the divide and conquer that they came up with. Actually, I started coming to know about Yoruba or Fulani is when the independence, when the Nigerian independence was about to start, and around the 1960, my father died August 1960, before Nigerian independence, okay, in Edo. And a lot of things changed during this time. Everything now turned from even the left-hand drive turned to right-hand drive, because there was a time it was left-hand drive. And then during this independence, standard school changed from standard to primary. All these are changes that occurred in the course of this whole Nigerian whatever, And how do we know? When I was little, how do I know I'm in Warri? I'll tell you. You see the streets in Warri, it has lights. Because when my uncle comes to pick us and we are coming to do holiday, the minute we see light, the road, you will see light really shining on the road, and we say, we don't enter Warri, now Warri with this. Now, so there are so many lucrative things that were happening, all have died in the course of this. Okay, so I just want to use this to share that anybody who will be talking about South and Niger and whether na Royal Niger, Company Delta and all that, all those were never at all. Not when I was growing up. Okay, during the war, when the war came, I was now in, I was in high school or secondary school, as we call it, in Sapele. And, we didn't know. You see, we were very biased. I must say this. We were very biased because the way they did it in such a way. It is now I came to understand that the propaganda that was used to hateful propaganda against the Igbo was to victimize the Igbo. We knew ourselves as Eastern region. We didn't really know that the Eastern region is bight of Biafra. And so we didn't know it's Biafra. So we just look at ourselves that we are Eastern region. So what they did was they made us to think. They made us to think that the word Biafra is a bad word. They made us to think that the word Biafra is a rebel word. And then they made us to think that they used the word Biafra to stigma. It became a stigma type of name against Igbo people. So we didn't know this. I came to know this. And I must say that the way they did it in such a way that they made us to hate Igbo. I am saying this because I'm a witness and I was a part of it. You know, they made us to hate Igbo people that myself talking right now to you all. Honest to God, I raise my hand here. Honestly, I wouldn't want to sit with an Igbo person. You know, I will not want to sit with an Igbo person. That's how much they bias my mind. Our mind, they poison us, you know, to hate Igbo so much. But the people we grew up with, where I was born and raised, my mother was going to Onitsha to do market, come back. Igbos now we all they interact. Igbos now we get for neighbors, for church now, Igbo people now we all they do things together with Robo, Ishekiri and all. You know, suddenly, when they can't start this, when Nigeria can't start now, everything is changed. The next thing now is my mother wasn't even going to Onitsha anymore to trade. You know, now Lagos, now she go. She usually will go to Onitsha, come back the same day. Now she go to Lagos, spend 2 days before she go come and all this. Many businesses changed. Many businesses were taken away. You know, so there were many things. So anybody
exactly.
who will say, excuse me?
No, go ahead, Mama.
No, go ahead with me.
Oh, thank you. Anybody who will say that Biafra, Eastern region, na Igbo, na the deceive when they come deceive us. Because I was born in the East, in Enugu, now they born me as a little child, you know, and now Easterners, peoples, now we all they do things together. They can't do them in such a way that to make it look like say Igbos now be Eastern. And now, and you know, because I was little and I was growing up and all those thoughts wasn't coming. It is now. And I so thank our leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that has come to open our eyes. Now I can't know now, say Eastern region, now all of us now be Eastern regions. All of us now be bight of Biafra. All of us now be Biafra. So anybody where they talk about Niger Delta and all that garbage and all that nonsense, excuse the expression, all that is either they don't know what the heck they are talking about, or they are part of the Nigeria and trying to come up with divide and conquer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Oni.